Well, hi, thanks for speaking to me. I appreciate it. Really enjoying the series.
Thanks for your
Obviously this
time,
is
Jamie.
sure, thanks. So obviously this is based on a book series by Hugh Howey on his short stories. So can you kind of talk about how, I mean, since it's short stories, I'm assuming there's a lot that's been added to it. But can you talk about how you decided like what to pull and what needed created and how much it resembles the original overall story?
Okay, well, thank you. Great question. So the show was created by Zach Penn, right? The writer of Avengers and Ready Player One, and I joined the show after it was already, production began, and I think, and I've had conversations with you about his original intent with the show. And I think that, there is a major change, there is a major difference that Zach made uh, uh, to differentiate the show from the book. The tone is the same. The tone is a character drama. It's about damaged people needing each other to survive on the edge of, this of space, in this incredibly hostile environment. So the conversations I've had with you, I will say, he said he felt this was about small moments. It was about, the kitchen drama of it all. And so it's really about his intent and the tone. And I will say, I feel like that is the same.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously, this is to some extent a big, sci-fi space drama, but a lot of it is obviously about, building the trust between the two main characters. So can you kind of talk a bit about that,
Yes.
about their relationship?
Well, they're both damaged characters, and I think that each one is their own worst enemy. They don't trust each other. They see each other as the enemy, but they're stuck together. They need each other to survive. And I think they need each other to heal. So what we'll see in season one is that, Halen is a mystery to Aster. Aster is a mystery to Halen. But as they start to try to figure each other out and come closer, they have to reveal more about themselves to the other to gain trust. That's not what they want to do. They don't want to reveal themselves because they don't want to deal with their emotional baggage. But they have to deal with that emotional baggage so that they can gain trust and survive. So the only way to survive is together, but that requires a painful emotional journey. So that's the crux of the show. And we have this fantastic setting and this beautiful set and great visual effects and wonderful music and all of that. But there's a heart to the show, and it's really the relationship between Halen and Aster.
Yeah, I did want to talk about that though. Obviously, it does have high production value. What did you kind of do to make this, I guess, look different than other, sci-fi space? I mean, it's a beacon, it's not like a space station, but I mean, it's got some similarity to that kind of thing. So how did you guys go about making sure that it was something unique?
Well, great question. You know what we did? We paid a lot of attention, and we improved as we went on. We paid a lot of attention to making sure that the feel of the beacon and the lighting of the beacon and all of that one felt grounded and authentic. Okay, so it didn't feel too glossy or whatever. We wanted it to feel lived in.
Mhm.
But we also started pushing into where it feels sort of like a gothic castle, that it's reflecting the emotional state of the characters. Okay, so it's not just a space there, but it sort of feels as if it's reflecting their personality or what they're feeling at the time. We paid a lot of attention to that, particularly as we went on. So I think by grounding it in emotion as opposed to just, you know, bright light showing every part of the beacon, we've seen that, and
Yeah.
that wasn't interesting to me.
Right, right. And then we're almost out of time, but can you quickly talk about the casting? I mean, were they who you chose from the beginning? How did that, or did it change?
Yeah, I think, people were very excited about, I signed on
Yeah.
after Lena and Stefan were already cast.
Okay.
But I think, from what I've heard is that people were very excited about this. They were excited about, Lena doing sort of this, kick-ass, you know, character with a criminal past, very different from the Cersei character on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Stefan just bringing so much vulnerability to really an action hero type character,
Mhm.
and so they just added so much depth to it, that I found that as we were editing the show and writing future episodes, we were catching up to the great work that they were doing. They were adding things and nuances to the characters that opened up story for us. So it was really exciting to work with such talented actors.
Well, they definitely fit the parts really well. So, well, I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
that's
Thank you
great.
for your time. Yeah, looking forward to people
Thank you.
seeing it and being able to talk about it. So, thank you.
Cool. Thanks
Have a
so
good
much.
day.
Appreciate it.
Sure. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.